Go. Say a few things. Hello.
Yeah, this is John Frow. We're doing a sound check real quick. Brenden?
Millennium Sports presents Mansfield Legacy 6A Region 1 Division 1 by-district championship baseball as they meet the Byron Nelson Bobcats. Tonight's game is brought to you by JJ's Casino Parties of DFW, Carly and Paige Everett, State Farm Agent Earl Wood of Fort Worth, Misero Mexican Restaurant of Southlake, 10 Gauge Ridge Roofing of Mansfield and Cody Durham, Alliance Pest Control of Fort Worth, author James C. Bivens' book, Walking Through the Valley of Grief, available now on Amazon. Now, let's join John Frow and Brenden Snow at the ballpark.
When you bundle home and auto, good things.
Brenden Snow coming to you from Byron Nelson's baseball complex here. I want to welcome all the Bronco fans listening. This is our first broadcast in a while for the Broncos. They have a great coach, Kyle Mickles. He's in 3 years, he's had 70 wins, 23-8 on this 2026 season. Out of 3 6A, they're 8-4. They finished second. And they're the visitors here in Game 1. Game 2 and 3 will be Saturday, more than likely. We'll have that game for you also. Byron Nelson, 25-6-1. Their coach, Mike Killian, has over 270 wins, 11-5 in district, third place in 4 6A. That's a tough district. And Brenden, we think it's going to be a pretty close series. There's going to be no rain tonight, so we're ready to play baseball.
Yeah, two very good pitching teams. I think we'll see great pitching in all three, possibly all 3 games, maybe just the 2, with a couple of star pitchers each way. Jake Jenkins we'll see on Saturday for Legacy Broncos, headed to Arkansas, and Kenson Booth, he's on the mound tonight for the Byron Nelson Bobcats, headed to Baylor.
Well,
Superstar pitching.
Jake's a junior. He'll be heading there in a year, but we saw him pitch against Lake Ridge.
Yeah, Lake Ridge.
It was a tough loss, 2-1. Through 5.5, 6 innings, he totally shut down Lake Ridge. Something fell apart late in that game, but we were both impressed.
Yeah, no, Lake Ridge had to go to small ball in that game, bunt, steal some base, and just kind of play some junky baseball to score the 2 runs they needed across for that win. So Legacy finished 23-8 overall, 8-4 in District 3 6A in second place. Byron Nelson 25-6-1 overall, 11-5 in District 4 6A.
Okay, we'll take our first break on the JJ's Casino Parties in North Texas pregame show. By the way, these casino parties are for fun. They're not serious gambling, but they're serious fun, everybody. Let's listen in to one of their promotions.
JJ Casino Parties is a family-owned business with a rich tradition of delivering Las Vegas-style theme parties to communities in the DFW area since 1985. For over 3 decades, owners Carly and Paige Everett have been the premier choice for turning special occasions into thrilling and unforgettable experiences. For details, look them up at jjcasinoparties.com and let the games begin.
A minor accident can turn into a hassle. Fort Worth State Farm agent Earl Wood offers auto insurance with a combination of service, price, and protection. Earl's office is at 2900 South Hewland, Suite 50 in Fort Worth. Details available online at earlwood.biz. That's earlwood.biz. Fort Worth State Farm agent Earl Wood. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This commercial isn't about us. It's about you. It's about you and your first sip of your jalapeno margarita. It's about you and the fresh avocado and your shrimp ceviche. You and your family enjoying a good meal and good company. Celebrating with your closest friends, making a toast to a good year. Dessert, your favorite, Cinco Leches. When it's about you, you know you're at the right place. Make your reservation. Make it about you. Make it Macero.
Neighbor, residential roofs take a beating year-round with sun, wind, rain, and hail. Need a tough roofing company? 10-Gauge Ridge Roofing of Mansfield serves DFW with roof inspection, repairs, and the very best roofing as an Owens Corning Platinum provider. Ask us about the very best world-class for shingles. See us online at 10gaugeridge.com.
When you bundle
The scouting report on Byron Nelson Bobcats, brought to you by State Farm Agent Earlwood of Fort Worth. Brenden and I are going to bring that to you. Brenden and I are pretty familiar with Mike Killian and these Bobcats. We've seen them play and broadcasted several games that they're involved in through the years. They typically are a very good defensive team. Their pitching is what is their calling card, right, Brenden?
Yeah, and something about the Bobcats, and they protect their home field so well. You come here to Byron Nelson, and I don't think I've ever seen the sunshine here when we're out here.
No, it's always bad weather. This rain's gone today, though, folks.
It's a large, just kind of plain it's a turf field, but a lot of green out there, not a full infield of dirt. So it's just kind of different for hitters coming into this ballpark. And Byron Nelson takes advantage of that. And we'll talk about their starting pitcher tonight. It's Kinson Booth, the junior. Again, headed to Baylor. He throws a mid-80s fastball, 83 to 88 miles per hour with a curveball, slider, and a changeup. Does the right-hander. Also plays, he handles second base whenever he's not pitching. So you don't see him on the mound. You find him at second. His catcher's a sophomore in Kason Berger that formed the battery. But we'll look at the lineup for the Bobcats, again, led by head coach Mike Killian. Lane Furr, senior, leads off. The DH hits from the left side. Sebastian Castillo, the junior superstar shortstop, bats third. He's committed to Louisiana State University.
Man, lots of big D1 commits in this game.
Colton Smith, a senior cleanup, plays at third base. He's been starting since he was a sophomore for the Bobcats. Come along really nicely. Another lefty batting sixth, Reed Williams out in left field. And the bottom of the lineup, Hayden Kaler, the center fielder, bats ninth. He's a junior, and the sophomore playing second base in place of Kinson Booth is Sebastian Torres.
And that's a look at Byron Nelson, brought to you by State Farm Agent Earlwood of Fort Worth. We'll have a scouting report on the Legacy Broncos after this timeout on the JJ's Casino Parties in North Texas pregame show.
When faced with a life cycle event such as getting married, having a baby, buying a home or car, planning for retirement, or planning for college, Fort Worth State Farm Agent Earl Wood has products and knowledge to help. Earl's office is at 2900 South Hewland, Suite 50 in Fort Worth. Details online at earlwood.biz. That's earlwood.biz. State Farm is for life.
This commercial isn't about us. It's about you. It's about you and your first sip of your jalapeno margarita. It's about you and the fresh avocado and your shrimp ceviche. You and your family enjoying a good meal and good company. Celebrating with your closest friends, making a toast to a good year. Dessert, your favorite, Cinco Leches. When it's about you, you know you're at the right place. Make your reservation. Make it about you. Make it Macero.
Wasps buzzing in your backyard? Spiders and ants taking over your kitchen? Rodents planning a housewarming party in your attic? Not on our watch. Alliance Pest keeps pests out and your home safe.
Welcome back to the JJ's Casino Parties of North Texas pregame show. John Frow and Brenden Snow here. And now our scouting report on Mansfield Legacy, brought to you by State Farm Agent Earl Wood of Fort Worth. Legacy's got a great team. They're a young team. They got several underclassmen. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But they're 23-8. They came in second in a really tough 3-6A. Lake Ridge is in there. Mansfield is in there. Let's see, who else? There's one other team in there, Brenden. 3-6A. Boswell Pioneers.
Weatherford, yeah.
And Weatherford. So that's a tough district to get out of. They came into the playoffs in second place. That's to the credit of Legacy. Let's talk about the Legacy pitching first, Brenden, in game one.
On the mounds will be the junior right-hander, 6'3", 185-pound Corbin McDaniel. He's 4-1 with a 2.526 ERA and 44 1/3 innings pitched with 40 strikeouts, 11 walks, and a 1.06 whip. So that's just allowing about one base runner on base per inning. And some of the stuff that Corbin McDaniel throws, the junior, those a coach describes a two-seam fastball / a sinking fastball around 83 to 87 miles per hour, along with a slider and a changeup.
That's a good variety. In the hitting department for the Broncos, that wasn't rain. That's a flag right behind me, hit me in the head. I thought it was rain. Hey, Eli Dugan is leading off, the senior out in left field. He might see some pitching action in relief in this series. Hitting .326, a homer, 10 RBIs, 2 doubles, a triple, 22 of 25 stolen bases. Great leadoff hitter, 12 walks. That's where it all starts off. Right behind him, Lawson Hicks hitting .323. Jake Jenkins, great pitcher also, out in right field. By the way, Lawson's a DH, hitting .318, 3 homers, 25 RBIs. And another player deeper in the lineup here, Rant Peterson, the 6-hole hitter, the junior third baseman, hits .265, but more importantly, 3 home runs, 17 RBIs. So he and Jake Jenkins and Carson Cox kind of steal it on offense for Mansfield Legacy Broncos.
Yeah, and then it goes well as a team for Legacy. A .274 average with 13 homers, 145 RBIs, 42 doubles, 6 triples. They do steal a lot of bags. 107 stolen bases for the Broncos and 122 tries. That's 88%.
Yeah, that's about 5 per game. Another key in this game in the pitching department, 2.72 team ERA, average score 5.7 to 3.4, and really good on base, 418, slugging 395. So a really well-balanced Legacy team. We expect them to do well in this series, but they've got a tough opponent in the Nelson Bobcats. That's the scouting report on your Broncos, brought to you by State Farm agent Earl Wood of Fort Worth. And coming up, our starting lineups for both teams as the JJ's Casino Parties of North Texas pregame show continues after this timeout.
For over 3 decades, JJ Casino Parties have elevated a rich legacy of premier casino-style entertainment parties in the DFW area. Great for corporate events, fundraisers, graduation, and birthday parties. Check them out at jjcasinoparties.com. This is great family fun with big-time simulated casino atmosphere, just no actual gambling. Contact us at jjcasinoparties.com.
Fort Worth State Farm agent Earl Wood offers the State Farm Steer Clear Young Drivers Program. The Steer Clear Awareness Program is for drivers under the age of 25 and is designed to reinforce the fundamentals of driving. You can contact Earl Woods in Fort Worth at 817-922-9300. Details available online at earlwood.biz. That's earlwood.biz. State Farm is for life.
At 10 Gauge Ridge Roofing, it's more than a roof. It's a promise. Located in nearby Mansfield, we offer $500 off for new Class 4 shingles, such as Owens Corning Platinum. Let our experts give you a complimentary roof inspection and $50 off on repairs. Call Cody Durham at 817-470-7471 or check us out online at 10gaugeridge.com.
For over 3 decades,
And back in the JJ's Casino Parties in North Texas pregame show. Now we'll take a look at 2 teams' starting lineups for tonight. Mansfield Legacy Broncos, the visitor, they will bat first. We'll start with their lineup. Hitting first, the senior left fielder, Eli Dugan. Behind him, batting second, DHing a senior, Lawson Hicks. Batting third, the junior, Jake Jenkins. The lefty's out in right field. Hitting cleanup, the fourth spot, catcher Carson Cox. Hitting fifth and pitching, junior Corbin McDaniel. Followed by the third baseman, junior Grant Peterson hits sixth. Hitting seventh, playing second base, the switch hitting senior Landon Boyer. In the 8-hole, sophomore Ethan Weaver over at short. Batting ninth, center fielder Kaysen Salad, another sophomore. And Cade Connor, the sophomore first baseman in the 10th spot. Mentioned the pitcher for Legacy, Corbin McDaniel. Again, 4-1, 2.256 ERA, 44 1/3 innings pitched, 40 Ks.
Okay. You got both the starting lineups, Brenden?
Now here comes Byron Nelson.
Okay, I thought so.
Nelson
Bobcats.
Leading off and DHing the lefty senior Lane Furr. Hitting second, the left-handed hitting pitcher, junior Kinson Booth. Batting third, the shortstop, junior Sebastian Castillo. Hitting fourth, third baseman, senior Colton Smith. Batting fifth, senior Caleb Ramirez out in right field. Reed Williams, the junior, hits sixth. He plays left. Hunter Robinson occupies first base, the junior, batting seventh. In the 8th hole, sophomore Kason Berger, the catcher. Hayden Kaler batting ninth, the junior, out in center field. And in the 10th spot, playing second base, sophomore Sebastian Torres.
And the keys to victory by JJ's Casino Parties of North Texas. I think one of the keys to victory is Mansfield needs to score early. You're on the road. You don't want to be fighting uphill every single inning. Sometimes you don't get that opportunity. When they beat Lake Ridge 2-1, they were behind 5.5 innings, and then they won it at the end. So they're capable of coming back. But game one here and also play great defense. Defense is going to be at a premium here. Both these teams have excellent ERAs, team ERAs. So defense will be premium. What do you think, Brenden?
I think for Byron Nelson, one of the keys for the Bobcats, throw a lot of strikes. They've struck out 111 hitters, or about a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio for Byron Nelson pitching. They need to keep that up because it helps contribute to their low scoring. They allow just about 2 runs per game to the Bobcats by throwing strikes, not allowing walks.
And a little chink in the armor for Legacy. They have 201 team strikeouts this year. That's something they want to improve on this series. Put the bat on the ball. This is a synthetic surface. The field out in left field, 320. It's 300 in left field, 320 in the power alley in left, 370 in center, 320 in right center, and 300 in right field. Go ahead, Brenden.
And I was going to say for Bobcats on offense, a lot of offense comes from their 2 and 3 hitters, Kinson Booth and Sebastian Castillo. They have over 40 or 50 combined RBIs for the Bobcats. They're the home run leaders. They turn all the double plays, playing a lot of second base and shortstop together. You can't let Kinson Booth and Sebastian Castillo beat you. You have to make one of the other 7 Bobcats.
We did see Castillo get pretty well shut down by the Keller Indians pitching in that 4-6A 2-game series. We were there for that one. But Castillo is a big-time player at shortstop. He's definitely, I don't know have we got anything on his college commit yet?
LSU.
And I believe he will be a major leaguer someday. He's that good.
Those are keys to victory.
And coming up in a moment is our national anthem. Brenden, let's give thanks to our sponsors.
Yeah, Millennium Sports and the Mansfield Legacy Broncos wish to thank our broadcast sponsors, JJ's Casino Parties of North Texas, Carly and Paige Everett. We're a State Farm agent, Earl Wood of Fort Worth, Macero Mexican Restaurant of Southlake, 10 Gauge Ridge Roofing of DFW and Cody Durham, Alliance Pest Control of Fort Worth, and author James C. Bivens' book, Walking Through the Valley of Grief, available now on Amazon.
Got some great sponsors, especially from the Mansfield Legacy area. Talked quite a bit on the phone yesterday to Engage Ridge Roofing's Cody Durham. That's a tough man. That's a tough company. Folks, we're going to have problems here soon, maybe even this week. It's tornado and hail season here in North Texas. So if you have anything you're concerned about, get a hold of 10 Gauge Ridge Roofing of DFW, Cody Durham. And if you're looking to have any parties, call JJ's Casino Parties of North Texas, Carly and Paige Everett. Both those set of parents have players playing in this series for Legacy. Since I believe it's 65, Brenden. I hope I didn't get that too early, but JJ's Casino Parties has been going. This is great for fundraisers. I mean, it's a family event.
Yep,
This is not real gambling, but it's a fun style, casino style. The tables and everything they have. And Lions Pest Control, the bugs are going to come out. They're out of Fort Worth this week with all the rain. I spoke with Hawan Green, the owner, and he told me the bugs are coming out. So look them up on Google, Alliance Pest Control of Fort Worth. And that's about that on that. We're looking for our umpires. Do we have that yet?
We have not found them. Let's take
another break.
Our last break on the JJ's Casino Parties in North Texas pregame show. When we return, we'll have our PA introductions, national anthem, and set the scene for his 6A Region 1 District 2 by-district playoff matchup.
When you bundle home and auto, good things can happen. You get a local agent who can help you choose the right coverage for you at a price that's right for you.
Call State Farm agent Earl Wood in Fort Worth today.
This commercial isn't about us. It's about you. It's about you and your first sip of your jalapeno margarita. It's about you and the fresh avocado and your shrimp ceviche. You and your family enjoying a good meal and good company. Celebrating with your closest friends, making a toast to a good year. Dessert, your favorite, Cinco Leches. When it's about you, you know you're at the right place. Make your reservation. Make it about you. Make it Macero.
Millennium Sports hopes you enjoy our presentation of UIL Bright Lights Baseball. If your business, family, church, or school organization wish to sponsor our broadcasts, contact John Frow, president of Millennium Sports, at 214-642-7003 or email jmfrow@att.net. Enjoy the game.
When you bundle home and auto, good things can happen. You get a local agent who can help you choose the right coverage for you at a price that's right for you.
Call State Farm agent Earl Wood in Fort Worth today.
All right, just about ready to go. Mike Killian, the coach for Byron's, coming out. Pretty soon we'll have Kyle Mickles from Legacy. Legacy is to the right. They're in the first base dugout. Bobcats are to the left.
Looks like Byron Nelson in all white uniforms, white jerseys, white pants with blue numbers and blue Byron Nelson across the chest. Oh, Mansfield Legacy's rocking gray pants, red jerseys with black numbers in the back, trimmed in white, and a red cap. Looks like the Bobcat fans are going with a little bit of a blackout theme, a lot of black in the crowd.
Some of them, you're right. Some other games tonight, Brenden. Give us some other key games while Brendan's checking our Millennium Sports scoreboard.
It's a wacky week with all the storms, a lot of things moving. I know Southlake and Boswell is a for sure game tonight, starting at 7.
Where is that? Do we know where that is? Or whose home team?
Game 1's out in Boswell.
Okay. And that's quite a story. Southlake lost 8 games to start the season, then they won 8 in a row to come back. Coach, their coach, Brenden,
Larry Buchan,
basically decided to go with sophomores, and they learned well. So what else we got? We got Keller. They've got a series.
Yeah, there's game 1 still scheduled for Friday at 7:30
At Capel.
against Lake Ridge, yes.
Yes.
Trinity is at Mansfield, the Tigers, on Friday to start their series.
That's tough to play 3 games in 24 hours, I'll tell you. I'm glad this series isn't going to go that way. I don't think we're going to be playing Thursday or Friday. I'm going to check the weather forecast. I've been checking it, folks, about every 15 minutes the last week. And nothing has ever changed in that forecast, but you never know.
Southlake and Boswell, again, the only game I'm seeing also playing tonight, they're scheduled to start at 7:15 out in Saginaw. Kyle Mickles and for Mansfield Legacy and Mike Killian for Byron Nelson at home plate, talking over with our umpires the ground rules.
By the way, I want to say hello to Rebecca Torelius down in Houston area, watching in and listening in. And also Dr. David Frow, my brother in Dallas. And Antonio Juarez, our sound coordinator, is in Grand Prairie right now. So we got people all over the world. We got all the games covered now, Brenden, that we know about close by.
That's what we have. I want to talk about Coach Kyle Mickles for Mansfield Legacy for a moment. How cool for him. And this is his 3rd year at Legacy, but a lot of familiar with District 4, 6A. He was an assistant coach at Timber Creek for a couple seasons from 2021 to 2023. Handled some, he's the pitching coach and he was a first base coach then when he was with the team.
I want to cover something else. According to UIL rules, we were not allowed to show this game on video, and I'm not going to explain why, but sometimes we have video, sometimes we don't. This series came up real fast, and we put this together literally overnight. We were so thrilled to be here when we saw Legacy play Lake Ridge. We were impressed.
Byron Nelson High School for tonight's Region 1, Division 2, 4-6A playoff matchup between the Mansfield Legacy Broncos and your home team Bobcats. First, let's meet the visitors from Mansfield Legacy High School. Batting first, the left fielder, number 24, UIL. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 12, Lawson Hicks. Batting third, entering right field, number 22, Jake Jenkins.
Introducing the Broncos.
The catcher, number 5, Carson Cox.
In their orange-red jerseys with gray pants. I'll call them orange-red. They're supposed to be red's their color, but.
Base, number 4, Grant Peterson. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 1, Brenden Boyer. Batting eighth, and playing shortstop, number 8, Ethan Heber. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 9, Jason Salah. And playing first base tonight for the Broncos, number 16, Kay Cornell. And now, let's meet the starting lineup.
Kelly and Jack Jenkins really helped us get this series together. But there's so many people that made this happen.
Number 2, Wayne Burr. Batting second, the pitcher, number 20, Jensen Booth. Batting third, the shortstop, number 21, Sebastian Castillo.
Bobby Nicholson, the athletic director, we've talked with him. He really supported this broadcast, everybody. Normally you can't get one put together in 2 days. We did it, and we're thrilled to be here.
Batting sixth and playing left field, number 1, Reed Williams. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 25, Hunter Robinson.
I don't know.
Batting eighth and pitching, number 23, Jason Berger. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 6, Hayden Taylor. And playing second base tonight for the Bobcats, number 12, Sebastian Flores.
Folks, if you're listening, call all your friends and family. Tell them to tune in to Millennium SportsDFW.com
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time,
to listen into this game because we put out as much publicity as we could. It was hard to get it out with no notice. Now our national anthem, everybody.
Honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, just about ready to get underway. Out taking his warm-up pitches is Kenson Booth. Behind the plate, Casenberger. At first base, Hunter Robinson. At second, Sebastian Torres. At short, Sebastian Castillo. At third, Colton Smith. Reed Williams in left. Hayden Kaler and Kaysen in center. Is that Kaysen or Kaler?
Kaler.
Kaler in center. And Caleb Williams in right field. Leading off will be Eli Dugan. Then Lawson Hicks and Jake Jenkins coming up for the Broncos. We have the umpires, Brenden.
No, I don't know. It's bad radio to keep asking like this.
We got Rick Snow looking for our umpires. We'll get it for you in a second, everybody.
Feel like one of those late arriving crowds we're used to in District 4, 6A. Now the packed house on the Byron Nelson side, and Mansfield still filling in.
Yeah, they're coming.
Yeah, it's a long drive from out there. Up 360.
It's about an hour and a half in rush hour traffic, but that rush hour, it's about less than an hour. Okay, we're ready to roll.
Leading off the top of the first inning.
Kenson Booth is very diminutive. He's about 5'9", everybody. Eli Dugan, a big, strong right-hand hitter, stepping in, hitting .326, a homer and 10 RBIs. Down the third baseline, Kyle Mickles, head coach, and Doug Danzer at first. We're just about underway in game one. Here's the pitch. Outside edge, a fastball, strike one. Outfield straight away. Shortstop Sebastian Castillo deep. The 0-1 up high. Evens it at a ball and a strike. And a line drive hit in a shallow center field. Drops in, base hit for Eli Dugan. It was a curveball. He just reached out and wrapped it. He's at first. He's a threat to go. 22 to 25 stolen bases. And that brings Lawson Hicks to the plate. The senior DH hitting .321, with 7 RBIs. Top of the first, scoreless. He just joined us. Henson Booth at the belt. The pitch home. Bluff of a bunt, but strike 1 to Lawson Hicks.
Kenson Booth only sits around 83 to 88 miles per hour on his fastball. Sometimes in the playoffs, you get an extra mile or two with some adrenaline.
Small lead at first by Eli Dugan. Lawson Hicks steps in. On deck, Jake Jenkins. The 0-1 pitch from Kenson Booth. Strike 2 missed on a bunt up high in the strike zone. That's where pitchers normally go. Typically high and inside when there's a hitter trying to bunt. Infield at double play depth. Over at first, Hunter Robinson holding Eli Dugan, who led off with a single. The pitch home outside. Ball 1. Catcher Jason Berger set up way outside and then tried to bluff the plate umpire.
Yeah, a touch on that too. Nice frame attempt.
1-2 the count. The pitch home. Right. Going down looking on the outside edge, Lawson Hicks. You see Kason Berger, if you know what, framing a pitch, he'll bring the ball 2 feet to try to fool the umpire with the ball in his mitt.
He'll go a long way.
Jake Jenkins Jr. steps in, hitting .318, 3 homers, 25 RBIs from the left side. 1 out. Top of the first. The pitch fouled off to the left. A heater tailing away to the lefty.
Jake, tied for the team lead with 3 home runs, does lead the team in RBIs with 25.
0-1 the count. Small lead at first for Eli Dugan. Here's the pitch. Curveball misses up and away.
Jake, who's also a 2-year starter at quarterback for the Legacy football team for this past year, choosing just baseball.
The pitch, outside edge, strike 2, a nice heater. Henson looks to first. Eli. Heat up high, fouled off by Jake. Count remains the ball in 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the first. You just joined us, Eli Dugan. Led off with a single. Lawton Hicks struck out looking. Henson Booth has a sign from his catcher, Kason Berger. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks. Fell way off. And a stolen base, number 26 for Eli Dugan. He got a great jump on the pitcher.
Yeah, but Jake Jenkins struck out, swinging, trying to protect Eli Dugan.
Thank you. The throw down there was way to the left of the bag, and Sebastian Castillo had to reach back. Here's Carson Cox hitting .309, a homer and 17 RBIs. 2 outs, but a runner in scoring position for Legacy. And that is Caleb Ramirez at second. At the belt, Kenson Booth looks to second, comes home, curveball, little low and away. Ball 1. One and 0 to Carson Cox. On deck, Corbin McDaniel. Moved down to second, and they got him. Eli Dugan was tossed out. He was napping. 1-4. First inning, top of the first inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. Scoreless after a half inning here at Byron Nelson. We'll be back after this.
JJ Casino Parties is a family-owned business with a rich tradition of delivering Las Vegas-style theme parties to communities in the DFW area since 1985. For over 3 decades, owners Carly and Paige Everett have been the premier choice for turning special occasions into thrilling and unforgettable experiences. For details, look them up at jjcasinoparties.com and let the games begin.
Welcome back, everyone, as we head to the bottom of the first. Corbin McDaniel is out pitching. Behind the plate, Carson Cox, Kate Connor at first, Land Boyer at second. Is it Lano?
Landon.
Landon, okay. Thank you. Ethan Weaver at short, Grant Peterson in left, Grant Peterson in third, Eli Dugan in left, Payson Salad in center, and Jake Jenkins in right field. Greg Garcia is the third base coach, and Richie Trotter, first base coach for Byron Nelson.
And for the right-handed pitcher, Corbin McDaniel Jr., again, a sinker fastball, 83 to 87 miles per hour, a slider, and a changeup. And Coach Mickles also said about Corbin McDaniel, uses his changeup well, gets a lot of ground balls with his pitching style. And as a sophomore, pitched in the playoffs against Timber Creek last year when Kyle Mickles beat his former team in the first round.
That really hurt that pickoff at second base, a runner in scoring position. And I said that Legacy, I felt, needed to score early. That was a chance. Didn't happen. Here comes Lane Furr up to the plate, DH, a senior. We were not given any stats by Byron Nelson. That's unusual. Anything about Lane early in the season, Brenden?
Leading off the bottom of the first inning, Bobcats,
And
the designated hitter, number 2.
A month ago, he was hitting 280. He's a couple of doubles. Not a whole lot.
Thanks, Brenden. Folks, we can't do anything if the coach doesn't cooperate. Here we go from the left side, Lane Furr. Corbin McDaniel kicks and deals inside with a curveball. Low. Ball 1. The 1-0 on the way. Heat, but outside, 2-0. Outfield deep all the way around. Out in the left, Eli Dugan, Kaysen Salon in center, and Jake Jenkins in right. The full wind by Corbin McDaniel brings the pitch right down the middle, a little bit to the outside edge. Strike 1, a beautiful pitch. Second baseman Landon Boyer and shortstop Ethan Weaver back deep on the synthetic surface. The 2-1. Curveball hit, just fouled down the first baseline. That could have been extra bases. Evens it up at 2-2.
Corbin went 3-1 as a sophomore with a 2.10 ERA.
2-2 the count. Daniel brings it. Curveball up high, ball 3. Over at third, Grant Peterson's hugging the bag a few feet behind it. A few feet further behind it at first is Cade Connor. The payoff pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off behind home plate.
Already 7 pitches in the first hitter of the game for Corbin McDaniel.
Corbin's ready. As a sign from Carson Cox. The pitch fouled off to the left. Yeah, all these foul balls later on in the game can wear out a pitcher's arm if they have too many pitches early. That's what that leadoff man, his job is to get on, but it's also to force a lot of pitches. Again, 3-2 count and the pitch inside Iwaka.
Except for the Bobcats, it's the pitcher.
8-pitch walk to start the home half of the first. That's exactly what you asked for out of a leadoff hitter.
In there, Kenson Booth from the left side, the pitcher. We'll give you what we know about him as soon as his first pitch comes. What do we know about Kenson early in the season? Again, folks, we're having to rely on old information because Mike Killian didn't give us any.
Well, even early in the season, he already had 4 home runs and was second on the team in RBIs, well over 20.
That's a month ago.
Yeah.
Small lead at first for Lane Furr. Pitch home. Swung on, hit hard to first. Going to second. Back to first, safe. A great play at first by Cade Connor down the short to Ethan Weaver covering, but the throw back was a little late.
Your attention, please. Now running a starting base for the Bobcats, number 11, Cooper Hull.
Cooper Hull now running first base.
It's the shortstop, number 21, Sebastian Castillo.
Sebastian Castillo. This kid is an exceptional hitter. What do we know, Brenden?
Well, he's the team leader in RBIs a month ago at 27, also multi-home runs on the season.
He's dangerous from right side, open stance. The pitch home. Curveball a little high and away. We did see the Keller Indians in their 2-game 4-6A series shut down Sebastian Castillo. That's the only time he's a junior. He started as a freshman. We'd ever seen him shut down by anybody. 1-0 the count. The McDaniel pitch. Check swing. Ball 2. Up and in the pitch. Close, but no cigar. Infield at double play depth. Ethan Weaver at short. Landon Boyer at second. Lane Furr at first for Byron Nelson. Scoreless, though to first. Almost got him. That's a great move by Corbin McDaniel. Sebastian Castillo in the 3-hole. 1 out. Scoreless. Bottom of the first. At the belt. Corbin McDaniel. Here's the pitch. Away. 3-0. Folks, you have to throw strikes in high school baseball. Brenden and I have been doing this a long time. It's real important to throw strikes. Doesn't work out for you if you don't. Here's the pitch. Great curveball. There you go, Corbin. Outside edge, 3-1. Came back with that one. Beautiful.
Yeah, a 3-0 curveball. Not a pitch you see very often, but confident that he could throw it for a strike.
Open stance at the plate for Sebastian Castillo. Small lead at first for Lane Furr. The pitch. Hit up the middle, base hit. Taken in by Kason Salad. Throw to third. Too late. I cut it off. And it's a single. Kenson Booth. They got a runner for Kenson Booth.
Yeah, it's Cooper Hull.
Thanks. He goes to third.
Now batting for the Bobcats.
That's what we're used to. Sebastian Castillo just hit it right up the middle. Colton Smith, senior third baseman.
RBI machine, third on the team.
From the right side, runners on the corners with 1 out. Corbin McDaniel set. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit into right center field, going back on 1 bounce. Kason Salad, and the run scores. 1-0 Byron Nelson. Moving to second is Castillo. Got that fastball up.
Next up for the Bobcats, it's the right fielder, number 15, Caleb Ramirez.
Caleb Ramirez coming up, the senior right fielder.
Hey, Caleb, a strong average over 350. Middle of the order.
Hitting fifth. At the belt, Corbin McDaniel looks to second. Coming over, second baseman Landon Boyer. The pitch fouled off as both runners broke. A double steal. Strike one.
Yeah, we've seen Coach Killian and the Bobcats do that double steal a couple times too this year. Only time we've seen it.
Ramirez steps back in the box. The 5-hole, 0-1 count. Reed Williams on deck. 1-0 with runners on first and second. One run in the bottom of the first for the Bobcats. McDaniel checks the runner, steps off, and chases him back.
Something else Bobcats always do, just a long time in the batter's box.
The 0-1. Slow roller to third, taken by Grant Piecers. In the second, the force out. The throw to first off the bag was Grant Peterson, his second baseman. Landon Boyer threw it over there, but nonetheless, the play was taken. What was that play?
It's going to be a fielder's choice, 5-4.
Thanks. And over on third.
Sebastian Castillo.
McDaniel can really use an out here to get out of this inning. Reed Williams up the left fielder from the left side, the junior for Byron Nelson. McDaniel with the pitch. Hit up the middle, base hit. Taken in by center fielder Casey Salad. Another RBI single. Castillo scores. It's 2-0.
Bobcats hitter is aggressive. That's the third time they've put the first pitch of the at-bat in play. Two of them for RBI hits.
The problem for McDaniel is his pitches are up high in the zone. He's not keeping it down enough. And we have a timeout while they talk it over. We'll be back in a moment after this.
A minor accident can turn into a hassle. Fort Worth State Farm agent Earl Wood offers auto insurance with a combination of service, price, and protection. Earl's office is at 2900 South Hewland, Suite 50 in Fort Worth. Details available online at earlwood.biz. That's earlwood.biz. Fort Worth State Farm agent Earl Wood. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I've already got pitcher Corbin McDaniel at about 18 pitches in this first inning.
They leave him in the game. He's just not getting the ball down. He's throwing a lot of pitches up in the strike zone, and it's easy line drive country up there. But he's had a good season. He could come back easily. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, 2 runs in for Byron in the bottom of the first, 2-0. McDaniel looks to second. Here's the pitch. Down low. Bounces off the shin protector of Carson Cox. It's a wild pitch, and the runners move up. Hunter Robinson, the first baseman, is up. Runners on second and third. Line drive out, foul to the right.
Yeah, Corbin McDaniel does have some good experience. He was part of the team last year. Lost to Prosper in the region semifinal.
The pitch. way outside. Nice block by catcher Carson Cox. And this is critical to retire this batter. 2 runs in already in the first. Corbin's ready. Here's his pitch. Fouled off in the fist. That was a great fastball moving into the right-hander. Now that was a great baseball pitch. Corbin only a junior. It's different. The playoffs are different, folks. For all players that don't have a lot of experience on both teams. Byron Nelson's pretty loaded with players that have experience. They're not as young as Legacy. The 1-1 pitch hit foul down the third base line.
Yeah, the Bobcats hitters are kind of seeing the ball pretty well from Corbin McDaniel. It's hard hit, foul. And Corbin has a really good changeup. So problem with that pitch, you have to set it up often with other pitches. You can use one of those ground balls.
2-2 the count. Corbin set. The pitch home. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So a little damage done. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors, a pair left. 2-0. Byron Nelson has the lead after 1. Back after this.
Neighbor, residential roofs take a beating year-round with sun, wind, rain, and hail. Need a tough roofing company? 10-Gauge Ridge Roofing of Mansfield serves DFW with roof inspection, repairs, and the very best roofing as an Owens Corning Platinum provider. Ask us about the very best world-class for shingles. See us online at 10gaugeridge.com.
Do we have any other scores yet, Brenden?
Let's check in on South Lincoln Boswell. I know they had a later start. They had a 7:15 start. So that South Lake Carroll at Boswell Pioneers, and that game's 0-0 in the top of the second. Mansfield and the Trinity Trojans are live. A game at Trinity and Mansfield up 1-0 in the bottom of the second. Now some of these other games are starting to come in.
Leading off the top of the second inning for the Broncos, it's the catcher, number 5, Carson Cox.
Here we go. Leading off for Legacy, that's Carson Cox. He fouls one off.
He was hit by the pitch.
Fouls one off his helmet.
Well, that's the argument from Kinston Booth right now.
Got a runner at first, Brenden.
Yeah, that's Mason McConnell, a junior. 1 of 1 on stolen bases. Now there's discussion about that last pitch.
We have 3 base umpires. We're unable to get their names. They kind of hit out before the game. They're talking it over right now. I believe the batter was hit. There's no question, Brenden. I don't know what they're even talking about. Kinston Booth's trying to convince them different. The pitcher for Byron.
Next up for the Broncos, the pitcher, number 7, Corbin McDaniel.
Coming up, Corbin McDaniel. Hit 267, homer and 18 RBIs. First pitch, strike 1. Excuse me, ball 1 that slid out.
It's always nice.
Kinston Booth is not an overwhelming pitcher. Go ahead, Brenden.
It's always nice a chance to help yourself as a pitcher. Maybe you don't have it all on the mound, but get it going at the plate.
Pitch home. Nice bunt laid out in front of first base. Sacrifice bunt works. by Corbin McDaniel. Going to second, Carson Cox. That brings Grant Peterson up, the junior third baseman, hitting .265, 3 homers and 17 RBIs. Hitting in the 6th position. 2-0. As Legacy hits in the top of the second, trailing Byron Nelson. We're about a runner in second. Carson Cox in scoring position. Pitch home. Strike up high. That's one of the hardest pitches I've ever seen Henson Booth throw, Brenden.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to mention earlier in the playoffs. It seems like every pitcher often gets an extra mile or two added to their normal velo, their velocity.
Curveball. Beautiful curveball strike on the inside edge. Wow. I know where Henson came with that pitch. Corbin McDaniel. Rather, Carson Cox down at second. The pitch swung on a heater up high, strike 3. 3 straight strikes.
Next up for them is the second baseman, number 1, Boyer.
Landon Boyer comes up hitting .287, a homer and 14 RBIs. 2 outs. Top of the second. Move to second, back in. Playing heads up is Carson Cox.
We're talking about Broncos need to take advantage of these scoring opportunities. They had a runner on second in the first inning and then had back-to-back strikeouts.
That runner was picked off at second. The pitch is up and in. Tell you that Legacy student section gets rowdy on Saturday. It's going to be a different story. The pitch is a great curveball on the outside edge. These are some really good pitches from Henson Booth. Down at second, Carson Cox being held by the shortstop, Sebastian Castillo. The pitch home up and in, popped up to the left side. Calling for his left fielder, Reed Williams. He makes the catch. Top of the second, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left. 2-0, Byron Nelson as we go to the home half of the second. You're listening to Millennium Sports presentation of Bi-District Baseball 6A, Region 1, Division 2 after this.
This commercial isn't about us. It's about you. It's about you and your first sip of your jalapeno margarita. It's about you and the fresh avocado and your shrimp ceviche. You and your family enjoying a good meal and good company. Celebrating with your closest friends, making a toast to a good year. Dessert, your favorite, Cinco Leches. When it's about you, you know you're at the right place. Make your reservation. Make it about you. Make it Macero.
Kaysenberger, Hayden Kaler, and top of the order, Lane Furr up.
For Byron Nelson leading 2-0 in the bottom of the second.
Six, the catcher, number 23, Kaysenberger.
Kaysenberger comes up the catcher. Again, we didn't get any stats. Byron Nelson declined. Do we know anything about the early season play of Kaysen, Brenden?
A good on-base percentage, over 360.
Pitch home. Great pitch that time. A fastball by Corbin McDaniel. Blew it past him. That might have been the best pitch by Corbin in this game. The 0-1. Outside edge, strike 2. Maybe they worked with Corbin on the sideline. Those are 2 great pitches. waits for Kaysen to step back in. The offering. Low, swung on and missed. Struck him out.
That's back.
They always say left, right. I like to hear them say right, left, right, left.
Number 6.
That's back-to-back strikeouts for Corbin McDaniel.
He's rallying. Got his stuff. Lane Furr walked. The bottom of the first. The pitch home the lane. Lays down a nice bunt. Picked up by third baseman Grant Peterson. It's a base hit.
For Hayden Kaler.
Now batting for the Bobcats. The designated hitter, number 2, Lane Furr.
Yes, that was Kaler. Now here's Lane Furr.
Here's what you want, Lane, with the runner on.
From the left side. Nobody out. 2-0. Byron. Nice move to first by Corbin. Back in the lefty, Kenson Booth. Excuse me, Lane Furr. Pitch home is high and away. Small lead at first for Furr. Held by first baseman Cade Connor. The pitch home fouled off at home plate. Another good pitch, though, by Corbin McDaniel. 1-1 the count. 1 out.
You just mentioned first baseman Cade Connor. I was just looking, thinking how we were told he would be the Game 3 starter if Broncos get to that point. So a lot of lefties on the Broncos pitching staff.
Here we go. There goes the runner. Ball hit towards second. Landon Boyer has it over to first. But the runner moves up.
Next up for the Bobcats, it's
Hayden Kaler.
Kenson Booth.
In the scoring position with 2 outs. Kenson Booth comes up. Reached on the fielder's choice, scored a run in the first. Real important for Corbin McDaniel to square up on this lefty. 2 outs. The runner in scoring position, down 2-0. McDaniel looks to second, pitches home, nice pitch. Oh, yes. Change up.
It was that change up.
The one you were talking about earlier, Brenden. It's beautiful.
Kenson Booth tried to wait on it, and he was still early.
One 1-0 to Kenson Booth. Or actually 0-1. The pitch outside now, it's 1-1. Did you say Keller isn't playing until Friday, Brenden?
That first one it said, and then it looks like they are starting a game tonight.
Yes, they're playing tonight. 1-1 the count. Line drive up the middle, base hit. That'll score a run. Going for 2. Lazy throw in. It's a double. Jason Salah did not pick up that ball and whip it in fast, and it just kind of floated in and let him get a double. It's an RBI.
The shortstop, number 21, Sebastian Castillo. Please now running at second base for the
Kenson Booth, just every time we watch him, just a very confident in hitter, but plays within himself.
Here's Sebastian Castillo. He singled in the first inning, scored a run. Do you have an RBI, Brenden?
He did not.
I don't think so. Here's Corbin steps off, bluffs to throw to second. Pitch. What was it? What do you call that?
Call the heater just off the plate.
Outside, ball one to Sebastian.
Didn't miss by much.
The 1-0. Corbin looks at second, comes home. Great curveball, but it just missed the inside edge. That was a beauty, wasn't it?
You can see it's a curveball as soon as it's out of the hand. That's when you know it's a good one.
2-0 the count. Corbin McDaniel checks the runner, comes home, up high. 3-0, and this is a dangerous situation because I think they'd give the green light. Corbin McDaniel here.
Sebastian Castillo was 3-0 last.
He's hitting,
time.
I know he's hitting close to 400 right now. The 3-0 pitch. Beautiful curveball, but call a ball by the plate umpire. We don't know his name. It's a walk.
Now batting for the Bobcats.
That's exactly how last at bat went. 3-0 pitch. He threw the curveball and it was a strike to Sebastian Castillo. This time he missed it.
Great crowd from Legacy here now, standing room only. They got here. Here's Colton Smith. He had a single but left stranded in the first. 3-0. Byron Nelson, the pitch is a ball outside. One and 0 to Colton Smith. Double play depth up the middle. Pitch. Oh, beautiful curveball. Outside edge. I like that curveball that Corbin McDaniel throws, Brenden.
Yeah, he doesn't miss it down in the dirt or anything. He's not a miss a few feet short. It's always around the strike zone.
Well, it's about a 3/4 motion. It's not an overhand curveball. Over at first. Sebastian Castillo is adjusting his shoes. Does not wear orange shoes anymore, Brenden. They're gone.
No bright orange?
No bright orange. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Just misses outside. 2-1. How many pitches did Corbin have in the first inning? You got that number?
24.
He won't last long like that, but he's doing a little better this inning. 2-1 the count. Up and in. Brushes back the hitter. That curveball really breaks. That ball was thrown at the hitter and broke in, almost hit the plate at the last second. 3-1 to Colton Smith. Shortstop Ethan Weaver well over towards second base. The pitch home. Fouled off.
Full count with 2 outs. Runners will get a head start.
At the belt, Corbin McDaniel looks to second, comes home, up high, ball 4. Bases juice now with 2 outs and Caleb Ramirez coming up.
Now batting for the Bobcats, the right fielder, number 15, Caleb Ramirez.
Is that the third walk?
Yep.
Through 1 2/3 for Corbin McDaniel. Here's Caleb Ramirez with the bases juice. The pitch home. In the outside edge at the knees. Strike 1. This is really critical, this batter for this game for Legacy, trailing 2-0. At the belt, Corbin McDaniel kicks and deals. Fouled off to the right, strike 2. McDaniel within 1 pitch of getting out of this inning. Did allow a run, however. Was that Booth that scored that run?
He had the RBI. Taylor scored.
Okay, thank you. Nothing in 2 to Caleb Ramirez. At the belt, the pitch. Curveball breaks short. That's like you're talking about, Brenden. That one's short. Nice catch out
nice
front
block
by Carson Cox. Hey, it's total sellout. Look at it over here. All these fans from Legacy that came here to support the Broncos. And how much to yell about yet.
A lot of red.
The 1-2 pitch. Outside.
Talking about the block a second ago by catcher Carson Cox. Coach called him an elite defensive catcher. The rocket launcher for an arm.
2-2 the count. Corbin looks to second. Comes home with it. Short and away. 3-2.
After getting ahead 0-2. Well, it's the playoffs. These at-bats aren't given to you.
Runners will break with the pitch. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Steps out. Caleb Ramirez stepped out from the box. Ball 4. It's an RBI. One guy asked me, can you have an RBI on a ball 4? I said, yes, sir. Who scored there, Brenden?
It brings in Kenson Booth's courtesy runner, Cooper Hole.
There we go. Four to nothing. The left-hander, Reed Williams, steps in. At the belt, Corbin brings it. Right down the middle at the knees, strike 1. Not holding the runners except at third. Pitch home. Popped up the left side. Third baseman chasing it. That's Grant Peterson. Now it drifts back in play and he makes a catch. Good catch. So, 4 runs. How many hits, Brenden?
2.
No errors. 3 left. 4 to nothing after 2.5. After 2. We'll be back in a moment. Thank you, Pip.
Wasps buzzing in your backyard? Spiders and ants taking over your kitchen? Rodents planning a housewarming party in your attic? Not on our watch. Alliance Pest keeps pests out and your home safe.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Top of the third inning, 8-9-1 for Mansfield Legacy. It's Ethan Weaver, Kason Salad, and Eli Dugan trying to put a jolt into the Broncos offense, trailing 4-0 here at the top of the third. Henson Booth back on the mound. Booth for his third inning of work. The pitch, a fastball, hits the outside corner at the knees for strike 1.
He's only given up 1 hit.
Quickly, 0-1, fouled out of play straight back. It's 0-2 to Ethan Weaver. Weaver, a sophomore, with a .239 average. 1 home run, 13 RBIs. The 0-2 pitch on the way, curveball. Little blooper towards second base and caught by the second baseman, Sebastian Torres, in the infield for out number 1.
Eli Dugan's not up next, but he's the next batter. I bet he's seething after getting Kicked off first base in the first inning. I expect to see him come up and rip one.
Sophomore center fielder Kason Salad, 256 average in from the right side, swings and pops up the first pitch, straight back near the in play and just over the netting. Catcher Kasenberger just ran out of room, strike one.
Well, we may have rain, and I'm going to check the weather forecast, Brenden, right now since you're calling the play.
The 0-1 fastball off the plate at the belt, 1-1.
I'm going to check Mansfield's weather the next 2 days.
Big curveball on the 1-1 that didn't break over. 2-1. Kenson Booth, a full wind, 2-1 pitch. Swing, get a miss, a fastball tailing away low at the knees, 2-2.
Weather tomorrow, up and down from 6 a.m. till maybe 7 or 8. I guess they could play a game tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, the synthetic surface.
2-2 missed outside, count is full.
That's Thursday. Let me check Friday.
Kenson Booth's payoff pitch to Kason Salad. Ball 4. Missed the changeup low and away.
Salad has some wheels, 9 of 11 on stolen bases.
First walk issued by Kenson Booth.
On Friday, rain from 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. I doubt we're going to have a game Friday. Maybe tomorrow late. Just what we're looking for, another late game, Brenden.
It's always so wild in this time of year in Texas. Here is Eli Dugan now back in and takes a fastball.
No. Catcher Kasenberger framed that one. That pitch was well outside.
Eli had a single in the first and then stole second, but then was picked off of second a few pitches later.
0-1.
Kenson Booth fires away and missed up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
If you don't know what framing a pitch is, where the catcher moves his glove and pulls the ball back over the plate when it's outside to fill the plate umpire. And Kasenberger is incredible. What did Mike Killian say about his catching ability, Brenden? You said earlier.
Well, it's about Kason Cox for Mansfield Legacy.
Okay, got him mixed up. But regardless, that's what's going on out there.
Swing and a miss at the 1-2. Kasenberger pulled or Kenson Booth pulled the string.
Trying to explain to our audience what framing a pitch means. And many catchers do. If this guy really pulls the ball a long ways across his body and behind the plate, that's Kasenberger.
Kenson Booth set the 1-2 pitch to Eli Dugan, missed outside. 2-2.
Another frame job failed.
Count even at 2-2. Ball lead at first for Kason Salad. Kenson Booth set the belt. The pitch popped up right side, going back. Second baseman Sebastian Torres. He gives away to right fielder Caleb Ramirez, makes the catch. And 2 down in the top of the third. 4-0 Byron Nelson lead, and it's Lawson Hicks, senior DH, struck out in the first. Ready from the right side. Kenson Booth, curveball, drops inside at the knees for strike 1. Kason Salad leads off first, the pitch. Line back up the middle, base hit.
There you go. Here you go, Broncos. Runners on first and second.
Single for Lawson Hicks. It's just the second hit of the night for the Broncos. First since Eli Dugan's single led off the game. First and second, 2 outs. And it's 2-1 up, Jake Jenkins. Junior right fielder from the left side. Struck out in the first. 25 RBIs on the season. The pitch. Strike, the fastball down the middle at the knees.
The location of the pitches by Henson Booth is just outstanding. That went away to the lefty.
0-1. Kinson checks second. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string low and in.
Should never swung at that one.
Jake out in front. It's 0-2.
When they throw a low velocity ball, however, to the hitter, it looks like a beach ball coming in.
Nothing to the count. Kinson Booth's pitch popped up left side out of play. Jake Jenkins stays alive.
How many pitches for Kinson after 2 innings, Brenden?
2. I had him at 22.
Thank you.
He's set. Another 0-2 pitch on the way. Missed up and away. On a breaking pitch, 1-2. The battle between the student sections continues as well.
Well, actually, Broncos don't have a student section. They got a parent section. They'll have a loud one at home on Saturday.
Pitch is outside, a double steal and a bad throw in the third. And safe on the double steal at third base. Kason Salati overslid the bag for a moment, but Colton Smith didn't hold the tag on. The pitch was well up and away for a ball.
Now, this is a place that the Broncos really need a base hit right here, right now. 2 runners in scoring position. If Jake can deliver.
The 2-2 pitch on the way. Big curveball up and away. Didn't turn over. Count is full.
Carson Cox waiting on deck.
First base is open. Walk wouldn't score a run. Kinson's Booth payoff pitch. Ball 4, missed. Fastball running away from the left-hander. And
that's the 25th walk of the season for Jake Jenkins.
And the Broncos on the board, a 4-1 ball game now after an RBI walk for Jake Jenkins. That scored Kason Salad. Excuse me, got too far ahead.
No, that wasn't a run.
Bases
You're
were loaded.
way too far ahead.
The double steal moved the runner over.
Right.
But now the bases are juiced for Carson Cox.
You want it, Brenden, for these Broncos.
Yeah. Got so excited on the ball 4.
Carson hitting .309. 17 RBIs, second in the team. Tied with Grant Peterson.
On the right side, ready, Kinson Booth.
Hot pie.
Smoke but missed. Carson away.
Bronco fans sharing.
1-0. Held on the line right side out of play. He was a count 1-1. Jammed Carson Cox inside. Carson, a Navarro College commit. The 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Oh, man.
Couldn't catch up to the fastball.
Kinson changes speeds well. He has good pitches. He's been masterful tonight.
The 1-2 offering. Fastball, strike 3 called low and away.
Oh, it was in the zone.
And Byron Nelson escapes the inning.
All right, it is now at the middle of
allowing no runs, hits, no errors, and 3 left on.
Brought to you by Taylor Reed Insurance.
Finished 2.5 from Byron Nelson, and the Bobcats and Byron Nelson on top of Mansfield Legacy 4-0. Legacy Broncos by district championship baseball continues after this timeout.
Over again yesterday, and we were talking about life.
This commercial isn't about us. It's about you. It's about you and your first sip of your jalapeno margarita. It's about you and the fresh avocado and your shrimp ceviche. You and your family enjoying a good meal and good company. Celebrating with your closest friends, making a toast to a good year. Dessert, your favorite, Cinco Leches. When it's about you, you know you're at the right place. Make your reservation. Make it about you. Make it Macero.
Millennium Sports and the Mansfield Legacy Broncos wish to thank our broadcast sponsors, JJ's Casino Parties of North Texas, Carly and Paige Everett, for State Farm agent Earl Wood of Fort Worth, Macero Mexican Restaurant of Southlake, 10 Gauge Ridge Roofing of DFW and Cody Durham, Alliance Pest Control of Fort Worth, and author James C. Bivens' book, Walking Through the Valley of Grief, available now on Amazon. Bottom of the third inning from
Let's check other
Byron
scores
Nelson.
quickly, Brenden.
Did have some action in Mansfield and Trinity. That game now 4-3. Mansfield leads Trinity in the top of the fourth inning. Southlake and Boswell out in Saginaw. Game scoreless after 3 innings.
Number 25, Hunter Robinson.
And Keller and Lake Ridge, that game scoreless in the top of the third. Corbin McDaniel face off at 7, 8, 9 in the order. Hunter Robinson leads off. First pitch, ground ball up the middle, fielded by shortstop Ethan Weaver to his left. Throws the first in time to retire Hunter Robinson on one pitch.
The catcher,
There's the sophomore catcher, Kaysenberger. Struck out on 3 pitches in the second. Pitch from Corbin McDaniel. Smoke down the plate, but up for ball 1. The 1-0 hit back at the pitcher, snagged by Corbin McDaniel on a hop and jogs over to first. Soft tosses it for out number 2. Quickly 2 away in the bottom of the third.
Center fielder, number 6, Hayden Taylor.
And junior center fielder Hayden Kaler, who singled and came around to score in the second inning for the Bobcats. Hayden Kaler taking signs and call from third base coach Greg Garcia. Kaler steps into the box. Corbin McDaniel full wind, greets him. Fastball right down the heart of the plate for a strike. Corbin McDaniel looking locked in this inning. Quickly ready, the 0-1.
Strike 2. You're right, Brenden. He's really locked in. Maybe he's found it now. Unfortunately, they're trailing 4-0. Maybe can shut them down the rest of the way.
Definitely use a short inning. Here's the 0-2. Popped back foul. Had him at 52 pitches through the first 2 innings.
A little too many, but maybe he can straighten it out here in this inning. He's looking good.
Full wind, the 0-2 offering. Curveball in the dirt, swing and a miss by Hayden Kaler. throw down the first 2-3 to put out Hayden Kaler and complete the strikeouts. And a 1-2-3 bottom of the third for Corbin McDaniel. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on, just 7 pitches for the junior right-hander. 3 innings in the books from Byron Nelson. It's the Bobcats leading Legacy 4-0. As coming up in the top of the fourth for Mansfield Legacy. 5, 6, and 7. Corbin McDaniel, Grant Peterson, and Landon Boyer on the Millennium Sports Network after this timeout.
For over 3 decades, JJ Casino Parties have elevated a rich legacy of premier casino-style entertainment parties in the DFW area. Great for corporate events, fundraisers, graduation, and birthday parties. Check them out at jjcasinoparties.com. This is great family fun with big-time simulated casino atmosphere, just no actual gambling. Contact us at jjcasinoparties.com.
Leading off the top of the 4th inning for the Broncos, it's the pitcher.
The pitcher, Corbin McDaniel, leads off the top of the 4th. Corbin had a sac bunt in the second from the right side.
It was a good one.
Kinson Booth back out. Curveball popped out of play to the right. For strike 1.
I don't think Henson's going to last the entire game. He's only about 5'8", 5'9". He's got great pitches, though, so far.
Outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Corbin McDaniel, the curveball, hit out of play to the right again. 1-2. Kinson Booth at 49 pitches through 3. Here's his 1-2. Swing, get a miss.
Oh my gosh, that was smoke. Wow.
And then just the perfect location in the zone, down at the hitter's
A low
knees.
hard one. They always talk about the high hard one. That was the low hard one. It was
5th strikeout for Kinson Booth. And brings up junior third baseman Grant Peterson. He struck out on 3 pitches in the second. From the right side, high leg kick, and Kinson Booth missed this fastball outside.
Walked 1 batter is all. Maybe 2. That's it.
1-0 curveball well inside, almost hit Grant Peterson. 2-0. 2-0 offering. Hitting the air high and deep to left. Going back, left fielder Reed Williams at the wall, and it's gone. That ball just kept on carrying for Grant Peterson. His 4th home run of the year. And the Broncos on the board 4-1.
I told you, Kinson, even though he's got great pitches, he's not a very physical player, and I've seen him get tired in a lot of games. I don't think he's ever completed a game from time over the last couple of years he's been there. We do a lot of 4, 6A games, everybody, so we see a lot of different teams. But 4-1 makes it possible.
Still got a couple of innings to play, chip away at it. Give the home run for Grant Peterson, his 4th of the year. Give him the solo team lead and his 18th RBI.
Landon Boyer coming up.
Landon, the senior second baseman from the right side.
It went out about 320. Brenden, when that ball was first hit, it didn't look like it was hit that well.
No.
It just kept carrying and carrying and carrying. Reed Williams backed up the wall. He had nowhere to go.
The 0-1. Oh, out in the front, Landon Boyer 0-2.
Way outside.
The 0-2. Fastball up and away, 1-2. Boyer flew out to left in the second inning. 1-2 pitch in the dirt.
I just heard one of the Legacies fans yell, "It's terrible the way this catcher is framing the ball. This is terrible." I agree. I was on it before anybody else on the fans, but they got it now.
2-2 swing and get a miss. It's on a changeup outside. Kenson Booth responds after giving up the home run, the strikeout. 2 down in the top of the fourth. 4-1 Byron Nelson lead, and it's Ethan Weaver, the hitter, sophomore shortstop from the right side. Check swings, fouls it out to the right.
Five underclassmen start here in this bi-district round game, and that's tough to overcome. Lack of kids that have played a lot.
Popped up, foul territory, first base side, going back on it, and Hunter Robinson makes the catch in foul territory. That ball is drifting all over the place. To retire Ethan Weaver and the Bobcats
the middle of the fourth inning, which means it's
in the top of the fourth. Legacy in the top of the inning with 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on. The bottom of the fourth we go, 4-1. Byron Nelson leads Mansfield Legacy, the 6A Region 1 Division 2 bi-district playoffs. Back on the Millennium Sports Network after this timeout.
We were talking and
Millennium Sports hopes you enjoy our presentation of UIL Bright Lights Baseball. If your business, family, church, or school organization wish to sponsor our broadcasts, contact John Frow, president of Millennium Sports, at 214-642-7003 or email jmfrow@att.net. Enjoy the game.
Bottom of the fourth inning, due up for Bobcats. It's 1-2-3. Lane Fur, Kenson Booth, Sebastian Castillo. Lane Fur 0 for 1 the walk and a ground out against Corbin McDaniel. Takes low for ball 1. Lane Fur, Kenson Booth, Sebastian Castillo. 1-2-3. Due up for the Bobcats. It's Corbin McDaniel. Lined in the left center, that's into the alley. Rolling all the way to the wall. Rounding first and now rounding second. 1-3. Lane Fur, the throw cut off, not in time.
I don't know who took that ball out there in the outfield, but they did not hustle. I'm going to say it like it is. And there's no way that should have been an easy triple. The ball was laced. It went out there about 390. But nonetheless, the Jason Salat and Eli Dugan couldn't come up with it.
Lane Fur, I think he was thinking 3 as soon as he came out of the box. Here's Kenson Booth at the plate from the left side. He hard hit down the first base line. That's fair. Rolling into the corner up against the wall. A run is in, and it's an RBI double for Kenson Booth. And it's Byron Nelson gets the run they gave up right back. 5-1 Bobcats.
next up to the Bobcats, the shortstop, number 21, Sebastian Castillo.
A pair of RBI doubles for Kenson Booth tonight, and that brings out, it's like Kyle Mickles heading out to make possibly a pitching change with 5-1 Byron Nelson lead, and the Bobcats batting in the bottom of the fourth. We'll take a timeout back on Wayne Sports Network after these messages.
At 10 Gauge Ridge Roofing, it's more than a roof. It's a promise. Located in nearby Mansfield, we offer $500 off for new Class 4 shingles, such as Owens Corning Platinum. Let our experts give you a complimentary roof inspection and $50 off on repairs. Call Cody Durham at 817-470-7471 or check us out online at 10gaugeridge.com. Don't miss the UIL State Event of the Year, the 2026 State Baseball Championships, taking place June 4th through 6th at the Dell Diamond in Round Rock. For schedule, spectator, and ticket information, please visit uiltexas.org/baseball. Again, that's uiltexas.org/baseball.
New pitcher for Mansfield Legacy. He had been out in left field, and now on the mound, Eli Dugan, a 5'10", 175-pound senior. He is 4-1 with a 2.692 ERA in 13 innings of work, with 11 strikeouts, 8 walks, an even whip of 2. This is Eli's 8th appearance on the mound.
How many pitches did Corbin have through 3 innings, Brenden?
I have at 59.
Just wondering if he might have any pitches left on Saturday. Might have a few, if needed.
Also for Eli Dugan, he throws around a mid-80s fastball, 82 to 85, with a curveball and a changeup. Coach Kyle Mickles said he has a tight curveball and it's his best pitch. So we keep an eye on the curve.
Coach Mickles says that Eli is a big-time competitor. He'll do anything you want him to do in the baseball game.
Runner on second, no outs, and Sebastian Castillo, the first hitter, takes the ball outside from Eli Dugan. Right-hander working from the stretch. Comes set at the numbers, and the 1-0 pitch way outside. What a stab that was by catcher Carson Cox.
Down at second, Kenson Booth almost took off. He went about 20 feet down. A quick throw by Carson Cox would have caught him, but he didn't see him.
Sebastian Castillo steps back in the box. Eli Dugan checks second a few times. Now the 2-0 pitch. There's that curveball, but it's too tight. Miss, 3-0. All 3 plate appearances, Sebastian Castillo's gotten to 3-0. A 3-0 single, came back and walked. That a strike low and away at the knees. 3-1. High leg kick, pitch, fastball up and in, and Sebastian Castillo walks for the second straight at bat. And first hitter that's Eli Dugan faces, he walks. Brings up Colton Smith, senior third baseman. RBI single in the first, walked in the second. On the right side against the right-handed Eli Dugan, turns, shows bunt. The pitch is way outside, pulled back for a ball. Nobody out, and Byron Nelson leading 5-1 in hitting in the bottom of the 4th. Eli Dugan set, curveball, hits the outside corner for a strike. As again, Colton showing bunt and changed his mind. 1 ball and 1 strike. As Eli Dugan steps off and chases the runner back to second base. Eli set the 1-1 pitch, curveball, bunted, straight down and foul. Eli is planning to go to college at Mary Hardin Baylor and wants to play baseball there.
Does that mean he's got a scholarship, Brenden?
No, just said he wants to play there.
Wants to play there, okay.
The team leader on the mound.
Yes, sir.
The 1-2 pitch. Heater just missed away at the belts. It's 2-2. Caleb Ramirez on deck. Check second to 2-2. Ground ball up the middle, through for a base hit. Rounding third and now throwing the brakes on Cooper Hole. Kinson Booth's courtesy runner, as it's a single for Colton Smith, and bases are now loaded.
Next up, the Bobcats, it's the right fielder, number 15, Caleb Ramirez.
Caleb Ramirez.
That ball was just almost hit right between the legs of the pitcher, Eli Dugan, back up. I mean, it was a hard hit low ball.
No outs and bases now juiced. Caleb Ramirez into a fielder's choice and walked in the second. The pitch hit him. Up and hit him on the back, and RBI hit by pitch.
That's an RBI, yes. How about it?
That brings in Kinson Booth's courtesy runner, Cooper Hole. And the score is 6-1. Byron Nelson in the bottom of the fourth. Still no outs, and now the left-handed hitting left fielder, Reed Williams.
Catcher Carson Cox out talking it over with his pitcher, Eli Dugan, trying to settle him down. This has the looks of a run rule. I hate to say it, but the way it's going right now, it's 6-1. No outs, bases loaded.
Reed Williams had an RBI single in the first inning. The lefty in the box. It's Eli Dugan. It's fouled straight back. Out of play for ball or strike one. Third baseman Grant Peterson in a little bit on the third base side. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball inside edge, hits at the knees for a strike.
I'm going to correct you. That was a curveball, and that was a beautiful curveball in the inside corner. I got a better look at it, Brenden. You're over there. Folks, where we're positioned up here, it's hard to see it. Brendan's right behind the umpire, and I saw it from the inside with the lefty at the plate. That was a beautiful pitch by Eli.
The 0-2 is sent well out of play.
We're seated in the stands, folks, right in front of the press box.
Yeah, we're trying to blend in with the crowd.
And I couldn't let that Eli pitch go by without saying it was a great pitch.
That tight curveball, the 0-2. Fly ball to left center, going back at the wall and bounces off the wall. Fielded by Kason Salad in center. 2 Bobcats score. A 2 RBI double for Reed Williams.
Like I said, look out. Run rule, look out. It's not looking good for Legacy.
Now batting the first baseman in 65.
I'll tell you what, when they
Robinson.
have that little lefty throwing on Saturday, it's going to be a different ball game. Jack Jenkins. Is it Jack Jenkins?
Jake.
Jake Jenkins.
Father Jack.
He is dynamite. What's going on out there? Their meeting, is this there's a strategy meeting, okay, at the mound. We'll keep it here.
Yeah, so it's not been easy for Eli Dugan since he's come in. He's come in with walk, single, hit by pitch, and then that double by Kenson Booth. But you see, not a lot of hard hit balls, not a lot of getting killed on home runs and doubles, but you walk some players, you hit some batters.
Let's check the other scores, Brenden, while we get a chance.
It'll allow some easy runs to score.
Got some other ball games coming your way. While they're talking about, we'll talk about it.
Trinity hosting Mansfield, the Tigers, and Mansfield's up 4-3 in the top of the 6th inning.
We got a new pitcher here. I cannot get his number, but he is a right-hander. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead and give us the rest of the scores.
Mansfield up 4-3 on Trinity in the top of the 6th. Southlake and Boswell still in a scoreless ball game in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Keller and Lake Ridge, that game is scoreless in the top of the 5th inning.
Wow.
New pitcher warming up now for Legacy is Bradley Lewis. 6'1", 195-pound sophomore right-hander. Bradley,
Your attention, please.
he's only pitched 1 inning this year.
Bradley Lewis.
Sophomore.
Yeah, 1 inning, 1 strikeout, 1 hit.
Hey, he's got
There's
a good
the
arm.
line.
He's got a good arm. He's a young guy. And Coach Mickles doesn't want to use up all his good pitching here. He got more games coming, so he's going to let the sophomore have a chance. It's basically saying we probably won't win this game, but I want to see what this kid's got.
And preserve any other arms
Yeah.
in your bullpen.
What's the score right now, Brenden?
8-1.
8-1. No outs, and Byron Nelson needs 3 runs to run right here.
They do have 2 runners on base with the no outs.
I would say right here, I believe Legacy would get another at bat, even if they get a 10-run lead here in the 4th. I believe you got to go to 5 innings. And I'm not hoping for that, folks.
This includes other defensive changes for the Broncos.
Let's take a timeout, Brenden.
First base number
Quick
22,
timeout.
Jake Jenkins.
Wasps buzzing in your backyard? Spiders and ants taking over your kitchen? Rodents planning a housewarming party in your attic? Not on our watch. Alliance Pest keeps pests out and your home safe.
So Bradley Lewis, the sophomore, ready on the mounds. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. A pitch, a swing and a miss by Hunter Robinson. Hunter 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Bradley, the 3rd pitcher of the night for Legacy. Bradley Lewis set at the belt. The 0-1. A changeup up and away. Ball and a strike. Catcher Kason Berger on deck. 1-1 pitch. Oh.
Oh, no, that's a Bolo pitch.
I was waiting on it.
Actually, he lost control of the ball. It slipped out of his hand. It looked like a Bolo.
2-1. Hunter Robinson.
Bradley Lewis.
Popped up. Right side playable for first baseman Cade Connor. Right in front of his dugout makes the catch. And there's the burst out in this 4th inning. The bottom of the 4th, and it's Kaysenberger. Actually, he has a hitter for him.
Bobcats, number 18,
Brenden Arata. Junior catcher.
Batting for Berger.
Yes. Stands ready from the right side. Bradley Lewis fouled straight back.
Lewis has got good velocity.
Guys always have good stuff, and can they control it? Here's the 0-1. That's down in dirt and gets past. Catcher Carson Cox to the backstop. A run scores 9-1. Byron Nelson leads. And we'll call that one a wild pitch. Moved Reed Williams from second to
like
third.
you said, there's some great velocity here, but you got to control it. You said that right before that pitch, Brenden. That was a good call. Threw it away. Catcher Carson Cox didn't even have a chance.
The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss out in front of a pitch low. Was Brenden Arata.
Top of the order is coming up. It's got to get out. You got one out here.
A 1-2 count. The pitch blocked by catcher Kaysen.
Well, the pitch bounced 5 feet in front of home plate. Some kind of a breaking pitch that didn't work.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch, his hat flies off, and the pitch is fouled out of play. Pitcher
Bradley Lewis is something. It's a wild man out there.
He used a lot of his body in his pitch. 2-2. Heat, but missed it up.
He dropped his cap again.
Now the count is full. 1 out and a runner on third base. 9-1 Byron Nelson batting in the bottom of the 4th. Bradley Lewis pitch. Fly ball to deep center field. Kaysen Salon going back over his head and off the wall. And cruising into second base, Brenden Arata with a pinch hit RBI double. Make the score 10-1 Byron Nelson.
Brenden, would this be a run rule if they score this run? Or you have to go to the 5th?
I think you have to go to the 5th too.
Okay.
Pretty sure you do. Yeah, that is 10-1 Byron Nelson. 6 runs across here in the bottom of the 4th. Hayden Kaler, the due-up hitter. Junior center fielder, had a single and a run score in the 2nd. Struck out in the 3rd. But first, Kyle Nichols is making some defensive changes.
Changes? He's changing. No, he's not changing position.
Not changing.
Realignment.
Yeah, alignment's what I was going for. He came out with the clipboard, moving players around. Second baseman Landon Boyers, pretty up the middle, pitch to second. Hayden Kaler, the hitter, stands ready. Bradley Lewis pitch. Fastball hit.
Oh my gosh. Way outside that pitch. But I'm not going to accuse Carson Cox of framing it. He just picked it up and the umpire called it a strike. The nameless umpires that managed to elude us before the game, we just wanted to have their names.
0-1 to Hayden Kaler. Pitch popped up, back out of play. 0-2 to Kaler. Top of the lineup is on deck with Lane Furr. Bradley Lewis checks second. Now the 0-2 pitch. Fastball up and in. Ball in, 2 strikes. Ten runs on 10 hits for the Bobcats. 1-2. Fly ball down the right field line, found out of play. 1 run on 3 hits for the Broncos.
Well, if they do get another run, it won't be over, but there'll be a last at bat coming up for Legacy. If they don't score, the game would be over.
Long pause. The 1-2, big curveball that drops, but
Well,
not enough.
This kid is all over the place with the pitches. I've never seen so many different pitches in my life. Cap dropping off, bolo pitches, fastballs.
Well, everyone on this Broncos staff has a pretty well-developed curveball. It's kind of been the common pitch so far. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball by Hayden Kaler. First strikeout for Bradley Lewis. Second time Hayden Kaler struck out.
Lane Furr, I believe, started this inning. Now he's back up there.
Yeah. He had that triple to start the inning. The DH from the left side. 2 outs, the pitch. Curveball hits outside edge. 4 strike.
Away from the lefty.
Bradley Lewis, the 0-1, down in the dirt, bounces off of catcher Carson Cox to the backstop and advancing the third.
Wild pitch. Wild pitcher, wild pitch.
Courtesy runner Parker Simpson at third. The 1-1 count to Lane Furr. Lane, the lefty, righty. Pitch. That just missed. Outside, 2-1. Bradley Lewis just pitching his second inning ever. 2-1. Fouled back into the screen.
When you're a hitter, sometimes it's hard to get a groove. When you got a guy that's just throwing the ball all over the place. Different velocities, up and down, in the dirt, up high.
2-2 pitch. Way up and away.
That's what I said, up high.
Full count to Lane Furr, looking to reach base for the second time this inning.
2 outs.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Bradley Lewis gets out of the 5th eventually. Out of the 4th, that is. Not before Byron Nelson scores 6 runs on 5 hits. There were no errors and a runner left. 4 innings complete from Byron Nelson. The Bobcats lead Mansfield Legacy 10-1 as we head to the top of the 5th and due up for the Broncos. 9-1-2. Kason Salad, Eli Dugan, and Lawson Hicks on Williams Sports Network after this timeout.
JJ Casino Parties is a family-owned business with a rich tradition of delivering Las Vegas-style theme parties to communities in the DFW area since 1985. For over 3 decades, owners Carly and Paige Everett have been the premier choice for turning special occasions into thrilling and unforgettable experiences. For details, look them up at jjcasinoparties.com. And and let the games begin.
Don't miss the UIL State Event of the Year, the 2026 State Baseball Championships, taking place June 4th through 6th at the Dell Diamond in Round Rock. For schedule, spectator, and ticket information, please visit uiltexas.org/baseball. Again, that's uiltexas.org/baseball.
Behind the plate for the Bobcats, number 18, Brenden Arada.
Brenden Snow back with you. Top of the 5th, couple changes. Brenden Arada stays in at catcher for the Bobcats. The swing and a miss by Kason Salad. And another swing and a miss quickly for strike 2. Kinson Booth back out, picking up where he left off. Kason Salad, Eli Dugan, Lawson Hicks due up. 9-1-2 as the 0-2 is a fastball right on the outside edge, staring at it the whole way. Kason Salad, he's down, looking. One down in the top of the 5th.
Back to the top of the order for the Broncos, the left fielder number 24, Eli Dugan.
And here's Eli Dugan, 1 for 2, a single and a flyout.
He's going home. Script on this. Oh, yeah.
Popped up straight back. Out of play. Strike 1 to Eli Dugan. Fix that scoreboard for y'all. 5th inning, no outs. So 1 out. As the 0-1 slider missed outside, 1-1. Kinson Booth working quickly, a curveball. Oh, had Eli Dugan fooled way out in front. For strike 2. Kinson Booth feeling good. Eli Dugan with one of the 3 hits against him tonight as Kinson steps off. Kinson Booth with 1 hit. Grant Peterson with 1 of the hits. And Lawson Hicks with a hit. As I think Booth and catcher Brenden Arada couldn't get on the same page on the signals, and Brenden will go out there and talk it over with Kinson. Bryce Risley, the sophomore, over at first base now for Hunter Robinson. This pitch is outside, 2-2. Two and strike 3 called down, looking, dropped on the outside edge at the knees for the strikeout. The
Next up is
8th of the night for Kinson Booth.
Hicks.
And here's Lawson Hicks. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout, a single and a stolen base. Curveball hits the outside corner at the knees for strike 1. And Kinson Booth, hit down the left field line, foul. Kinson Booth was at 63 pitches after 4. Currently sits at 73. Here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. And a swing and a miss. Kinson Booth strikes out the side in order in the top of the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on, just 11 pitches used. And we head to the bottom of the 5th, 10-1. Byron Nelson leads Mansfield Legacy. So you're listening to Millennium Sports presentation of Mansfield Legacy Broncos by District Championship Baseball. Back after this timeout.
At 10 Gauge Ridge Roofing, it's more than a roof. It's a promise. Located in nearby Mansfield, we offer $500 off for new Class 4 shingles, such as Owens Corning Platinum. Let our experts give you a complimentary roof inspection and $50 off on repairs. Call Cody Durham at 817-470-7471 or check us out online at 10gaugeridge.com.
Bradley Lewis will look to take up another inning of work for the Broncos. 10-1 as Byron Nelson will come up and bat here in the bottom half of the inning with Kenson Booth, Sebastian Castillo, and was Colton Smith in the lineup. Oh, yeah, it's Colton Smith still there. Looking at some other scores, Mansfield, the Tigers, taking on Trinity in this 3-6A, 4-6A playoff cross matchups, and Mansfield up 5-3 in the top of the 7th inning. Trojans are the home team, so they'll have last at bats. We still have, it looks like a scoreless game out in Saginaw, with Southlake taking on Boswell. And the game is scoreless as they head to the top of the 7th inning. And we do have a run over in Capel, Keller and Lake Ridge. The Indians strike first, 1-0. Keller in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Kenson Booth. He's had a nice day at the plate. 2 for 3, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. And first pitch, a high dropping in curveball on the outside edge for a strike from Bradley Lewis. Kenson Booth has scored, or should I say his courtesy runner has scored all 3 times he came to the plate. The 0-1 down in the dirt, 1-1. On deck, Sebastian Castillo. Full winds. Pitch. Hard hit at second and right through past second baseman Landon Boyer. Boyer tried to pick it, and then the ball still bouncing around in the gap. Just now picked up by right fielder Jake Jenkins. And all the way into third with a triple. Kenson Booth, his 3rd extra base hit of the night. 2 doubles, a triple. Cooper Hull comes in the courtesy run for him.
Now running at third base for the Bobcats.
And Sebastian Castillo can drive in a run and in this game with a run rule. With no outs. And Cooper Hull running at third. Sebastian Castillo's 1 for 1, a single and 2 walks and 2 runs scored. Pitch, a curveball that bounces through the legs, rolls away from Carson Cox to throw home, not in time. Cooper Hull scores, and that's the ball game. 11-1 final. Wild pitch scores the final run. 11 runs on 11 hits and no errors for Byron Nelson. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors for Mansfield Legacy. As a final in the bottom of the 5th, 11-1 Byron Nelson. As we kick off a JJ's Casino Parties of North Texas post-game show. As first, we kick off the post-game show with thanking our sponsors, Millennium Sports and the Mansfield Legacy Broncos. Wish to thank our broadcast sponsors, JJ's Casino Parties of North Texas, Carly and Paige Everett, State Farm Agent Earl Wood of Fort Worth, Becero Mexican Restaurant of South Lake, for 10-Gauge Ridge Roofing of DFW and Cody Durham, Alliance Pest Control of Fort Worth, and author James C. Bivens' book, Walking Through the Valley of Grief, available now on Amazon. 11-1 the final. Byron Nelson takes game one of his UIL 6A Region 1 Division 2 by district matchup.
All right, Brenden, I've got Grant Peterson here. He smashed that ball over the left field wall, and it first took off. It didn't like it was going. It just kept going. Grant, what pitch did you hit? Remember it?
He just gave me a fastball, and I just got the pitch I could handle and just got it out, man. So.
You just got it in the sweet spot of the bat, right? Because it just kept going and going.
A little off my hands. I was just out front of it, just trying to catch it out front, and the ball flew, so that's what I did.
Well, we wanted to celebrate your home run. It was not a great game, but you're going to have probably two games Saturday, and you got some good pitching coming in. Anybody want to say hello to before you go back and talk to your boys?
We just need to, take this loss, just take it in, and we just need to take it in and, come back and play better tomorrow or Saturday, whatever day we play. So just adjust to the rain and play our best baseball. So
thanks, man. Great home run, though. You really hit the heck out of it.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay. Coach Mickles, Kyle Mickles is with me, Coach. You had star tests this week. You had everything going on. Somehow you managed to get your team here. It was tough on both sides for the coaches to take care of Star and get prepared. The game moved up a day somehow, magically, with God's help. We got the game on. What about the game?
We're not worried really about the star test. They hit the ball. It's all credit to Byron Nelson right now, as though they swung it. We came in with a plan of how we wanted to pitch them, and I don't know that we executed as well as we needed to, but a credit to them. They were able to hit the baseball where they needed to, and they did a good job. And then they were able to put us away when it was time to put us away. So all credit to them.
Who do you think you might pitch in game two? I guess it depends on what day it is. Well, I'm still thinking it's going to be Saturday, but do you have any idea?
Jay Jenkins is pitching game two.
JJ, well, he'll give you a good turn.
Sir, he'll give us a shot.
Thank you so much for getting us all the information, working overtime. We're glad to be here. Your fans came out. They were ready. They'll be ready on Saturday. Thanks. God bless. Well, Brenden, baseball's a funny game. This one didn't work out very well for Coach Mickles and Mansfield Legacy, but there's maybe a possibility of two games coming. Mike Killian had the Bobcats ready, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. As we said, coming into Byron Nelson, it's always hard for other teams. It's wild pitches, all the things like wrong that can happen here for opposing teams.
Okay, well, folks, I'm going to be rejoining Brenden, but I want to say this. Join us. Tell all your friends, Millennium Sports, DFW.com, and more than likely it'll be a game on Saturday, probably around noon. Thanks, guys.
All right, the interview with Legacy head coach Kyle Mickles and player of the game, third baseman Grant Peterson, brought to you by 10-Gauge Ridge Roof of DFW and JJ's Casino Parties of DFW. Take a timeout on the JJ Casino Parties North Texas post-game show. When we return, we'll look at some of these other games around the area, trying to squeeze some finals in. 11-1, the final from here.
JJ Casino Parties is a family-owned business with a rich tradition of delivering Las Vegas-style theme parties to communities in the DFW area since 1985. For over 3 decades, owners Carly and Paige Everett have been the premier choice for turning special occasions into thrilling and unforgettable experiences. For details, look them up at jjcasinoparties.com and let the games begin.
A minor accident can turn into a hassle. Fort Worth State Farm agent Earl Wood offers auto insurance with a combination of service, price, and protection. Earl's office is at 2900 South Hewland, Suite 50 in Fort Worth. Details available online at earlwood.biz. That's earlwood.biz. Fort Worth State Farm agent Earl Wood. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This commercial isn't about us. It's about you. It's about you and your first sip of your jalapeno margarita. It's about you and the fresh avocado and your shrimp ceviche. You and your family enjoying a good meal and good company. Celebrating with your closest friends, making a toast to a good year. Dessert, your favorite, Cinco Leches. When it's about you, you know you're at the right place. Make your reservation. Make it about you. Make it Macero.
Neighbor, residential roofs take a beating year-round with sun, wind, rain, and hail. Need a tough roofing company? 10-Gauge Ridge Roofing of Mansfield serves DFW with roof inspection, repairs, and the very best roofing as an Owens Corning Platinum provider. Ask us about the very best world-class for shingles. See us online at 10gaugeridge.com.
JJ Casino.
Brenden Snow back in the JJ's Casino Parties of North Texas post-game show, game one of UIL 6A Region 1 Division 2 bi-district playoffs between 4-6A Byron Nelson hosting a 3-6A Mansfield Legacy, and Byron Nelson, an 11-1 victory here tonight. And other games going on in the area in the playoff matchups. I just mentioned Mansfield and Trinity is 5-3. Mansfield leading in the bottom of the 7th. Trinity down to their last out in game one. You have South Lake Carroll and Boswell. Fourth, Boswell playing out in Saginaw. That game is 0-0 in the bottom of the 7th inning. And the Keller Indians hosting the Lake Ridge Eagles, and Keller with a 2-0 advantage in the bottom of the 6th. And again, the final from here, 11-1. Byron Nelson. That's all of our 3-6A, 4-6A scores from this Wednesday night. A weird night to kick off the high school baseball season. Or high school postseason, that is. Opted on the Thursday, but so much weather and movements today. All these players, coaches, faculty, concessions workers have to come together and scramble here on a Wednesday. Game 2 is scheduled for Saturday at noon, 11:30 on air. You can find us here at MillenniumSportsDFW.com. We'll have the live broadcast for you. As folks, we need to thank for getting us on air tonight. For Mansfield ISD Assistant Athletic Director Bobby Nicholson, for the Broncos head baseball coach Kyle Mickles, Mansfield Legacy Broncos boosters Kaylee and Jack Jenkins, for Northwest ISD Executive Athletic Director Joel Johnson, and head coach Mike Killian. Our local media sources, Dallas Morning News and TexasHighSchoolBaseball.com. Or Millennium Sports President, play-by-play color analyst John Frow, for play-by-play color analyst and site engineer, technical director Brenden Snow, and our help tonight, Richard Snow. Logistics sound coordinator Antonio Juarez nos otros los guapos. Mansfield Legacy UIL 6A Region 1 Division 2 bi-district championship baseball is written, produced, and directed by John Frow and the Williams Sports Network. Copyright 2026. Join us again Saturday at 11:30 a.m. for Game 2 of the Mansfield Legacy Broncos and the Byron Nelson Bobcats bi-district series. For weather updates, check Millennium's at MSN_sports on Twitter for all of our weather updates. So signing off from Byron Nelson, Brenden Snow, and John Frow, 11-1. Bobcats take game 1. We'll see you on Saturday for game 2. Good night.
You've been listening to Millennium Sports presentation of Mansfield Legacy Broncos UIL 6A Region 1 Division II Baseball. The Legacy Broncos wish to thank our broadcast sponsors: JJ's Casino Parties of DFW, State Farm Agent Earl Wood of Fort Worth, Misero Mexican Restaurant of South Lake, 10 Gauge Ridge Roofing of Mansfield and Cody Durham, Alliance Pest Control, and author James C. Bivens' book, Walking Through the Valley of Grief, available now on Amazon. Millennium Sports invites you to follow Mansfield Legacy Broncos baseball through the UIL state playoffs at Dell Diamond, Round Rock, Texas, Saturday, June 5th and 6th. Thanks for listening. Drive safely. This is the Millennium Sports Network.